As the Toronto Central Seventh-day Adventist Church embark on its mission to reach, retain, and reclaim through Christ's message of hope and wholeness, today we will be hearing from leaders of the various departments about their plans, their projections, and even their insights going forward for this year 2020. So Sister Petula, as we as a church focus on the theme reach, retain, reclaim, tell us how your department will be acting on that theme for 2020.
Sure, I'd be happy to do that. In the Health Ministries department, we are having several programs, beginning with our cooking classes, which is exciting because they're plant-based cooking classes and they are offered the last Sunday of each month. And everyone is welcome. We are actually launching out into the community also, so we're inviting the community to come, as well as those who attend the churches. It's at 2:30, the last Sunday of every month. So that's one of the things that we're really encouraging, because we know a lot of individuals want to do plant-based in terms of having that lifestyle change, that dietary change. Something else from the Health Ministries department is sewing classes. It's something we started last year, huge success. And we're going to continue those this year again. So we're going to have sewing classes, we're going to have crochet classes and knitting classes, which are the new ones for this year. So, and with these particular classes, we're actually going to open it up to children. So we're going to have a children's knitting class, a children's crochet class, and those are also going to be happening on a Sunday around 2:30. So anyone is also encouraged to join. Something exceptional is in April the 26th, we have a women's wellness event. This is one event that we haven't had in a few years, but on this particular Sunday, we'll be just dealing with women issues. We know that women have a lot of issues, so we'll be bringing in some experts to deal specifically on issues that women have.
So that sounds very exciting, and I can't wait to see what happens with those events. And I know you guys have the Media on the Mind presentation and workshop coming up. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so it's actually very exciting. In the latter part of November, we have Scott Ritzema coming in. He's an educator from the US. He has done amazing research on Media on the Mind. So he's coming to do an all-day presentation for us here at Toronto Central.
So Sister Petula, we want to thank you so much for coming and sitting down and telling us more about what's happening in your department. And I'm sure, I'm positive that you guys will make a wonderful and great impact.
Yes, thank you very much.
And thank you very much for coming out today.
Yes.
So with me now is Sister Dania Estefan, our current AY leader. So she'll be talking to us today about what's happening in the AY department. And as we embark on this new year, she will tell us a little bit more on how she will be engaging the young people within our church. So, Sister Dania, can you tell us a bit about the events that are coming up for this year?
Well, this year for AY's theme, we chose to go with Change Your Story, Change the World, a healthy heart, mind, and soul in Christ. And what this theme entails is like being healthy, both all spiritually, mentally, physically, and socially. So we plan programs around that theme in a sense. So throughout the year, we're gonna be going hiking. We're gonna have various youth days based on those themes. We're gonna have presenters. We chose to do kind of like a sports day. We could go out and do sports at the center or bowling even. And we also plan to do AY camp, and that all those programs cover our theme.
That sounds exciting. So do I get to come to AY camp as well?
Oh, for sure you can. We're looking for the most amount of people to come out and enjoy and have fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
Wonderful. And in terms of the programs that we have in church for this year, did you have like anything exciting that's coming up that you would want to share with us?
Yeah, we actually have our launch coming up on February 8th, and what this program does is kind of introduce our new year and open us up and allow us to step into the new year on the right foot. We're doing a play for that program, and after we're gonna have a games night that is kind of games that we haven't really played in church, and I think it's gonna be really fun. And also along we have some other programs with presenters coming in and talking, just trying to get the youth involved into church and being mentally, physically, spiritually, and socially healthy.
That sounds very amazing, Sister Dania. So thank you so much for sharing with us all the upcoming events that we should be looking out for. And once again, thank you so much for sitting down and telling us more about that.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Men's ministry is one of the biggest ministries in our church. Not more important than other ministries, but absolutely one of the biggest and the most impactful. So today we sit down with Brother Devon Mitchell to hear more about what's happening in his department and more about the exciting events that we should be looking out for. So Brother Mitchell, welcome, and go ahead and share with us some insights on what's happening in your department.
Okay, so thank you, my dear sister, and it's a pleasure to have me here with you today. As you outlined, I am the leader of the men's ministry department, and what we have planned for this this term for the men's ministry is that we have a theme that we put together that we call the No Man Left Behind, and I have a logo that I show you that I can just simply show you the logo. Yeah. So this logo is to show you that what we have here, we have a man on top of the mountain with a rope trying to pull up everyone that is standing in the bottom of the mountain. So what we're trying to accomplish, that we are trying to help every man in the church, all men in the church, to help to make it into the kingdom of God, and also to be a role model in the home and in the church, a father to the children and a husband to their wife also. We also have some great activities coming up. Activities like we're trying to put together some car racing activities that we're gonna have outside, and then we have other activities, exciting activities. So we hope that all the men is gonna be excited like the theme is excited, and we're gonna work together to ensure that this happen, and we all gonna be part of of helping each other make it into the kingdom.
So the mission of the men's ministries department for this year is well in sync with what the church is trying to accomplish for this year, which is to reach, retain, and reclaim, or whether it's within the church or outside of the church. And I see that that is exactly what your department is trying to do: reach the men, retain, reclaim, nurture. And with that said, Brother Mitchell, thank you again for coming and sharing all this exciting news with us.
Thank you, my dear sister. As you rightfully say, our goal is not to reach men only in the church, but also outside of the church, in the neighborhood, and all those who have left church, and we're trying to bring them back into the fold. So that's our goal for this year. That's our main goal. But as I said, we have a lot of exciting other stuff that we're gonna, I know the whole church and the community is gonna be excited about to join us in doing that.
So thank you again.
You're welcome.
Sitting in the hot seat with us right now is Sister Rosemary Edward, the leader for the Singles Ministry Department for this year, 2020. So, Sister Edward, can you go ahead and tell us what is the theme for the Singles Ministries Department this year, and also share with us all the exciting events that we should be looking out for?
Well, thank you for having me. So this year, the overall theme for the church is reach, reclaim, and retain. So Single Ministry has adopted the theme building relationship. And we are really focusing on the aspect of retaining our members. We believe that in order for you to retain your members, relationship building is a big and important part of that. So some of the things that we are looking to do is to get the women, and I say women because oftentimes single ministry is seen as a women's thing. We're hoping that the men will join us eventually. But to get people to come together, we want to do some exercising together, getting healthy together. So this is one of the plans that we have. We also want to have a table, a support table. Usually we have all the resources among us. Lots of women, lots of people, lots of professionals in this church. But we go outside to look for resources. And we think that if we sit together as members, we can share ideas, our problems, our challenges, find solutions together. So we want at least once a month for us to meet together and share on various topics, various issues, and find solutions together, as I already said. We also want to do fun things together, fun activities. We want to do spa days and trips together. So these are all ideas we have for the Singles Ministries department. However, we are open and welcome to receiving ideas from church members as well, because I find many times with all the departments we plan for the members as opposed to planning with the members, together with the members. Exactly. So our plan is to sit with the members and say, what can we do for you, as opposed to what we think they need. And that's part of what we are doing for this year.
I actually like how that sounds. So in regards to taking singles ministries outside of the church, do you guys go ahead and like engage other single people outside of the church, or do we keep our activities within the church only?
So in my personal life, I do a lot of outreach as part of my job. And so one of the things that I think that every ministry, including a singles ministry, should do is to do outreach. And part of what we do for outreach is to reach the community, as well as I want singles ministry to be connected with other churches. We are part of a community of churches. We have Hope Church, we have New Beginnings, we have a church on, the name is eluding me right now, but we have churches within the community that we can engage with each other. Oftentimes we hear that the activities are happening in a church where singles can meet other singles like themselves, which is something that we talk about often. How do we meet other singles like ourselves? Singles of like mind, singles of similar faith. And what we need to do is to include other churches in our activities. In the past, something I want to bring from my previous experience as a singles ministry director is reaching the community. And when we have those activities, I think we should encourage our members to bring in their friends. And that's how we bring other singles in the church, for that matter. Bring in our friends, invite them, have activities where we can invite them to come in and share in our experience. If we say this Christian experience is a great experience, why keep it to ourselves? Why not share with others? I think that's what we are looking forward to doing.
Sister Rosemary, that was beautifully said. And we cannot emphasize enough how important it is to get people from even outside of our communities to come inside of the church and engage and interact. And as you said, how else will we get other people inside of the church if we don't do our outreach as a church, even within the Singles Ministries department? So once again, I just want to thank you so much for sharing your insights, and we are extremely happy to have you with us, so thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
So sitting with me is Sister Rochelle Morris, and she's the leader of the Children's Ministries here at Toronto Central. And she'll be talking to us today about all the upcoming events for that department and all the exciting and wonderful things that we should be looking out for. So Sister Rochelle Morris, welcome. And once again, can you go into details on what we should be looking out for this year for your department?
Okay, well, this year we're really excited about some of the plans that we have for Children's Ministry. Our theme for this year is obedience, choosing to follow Jesus. We chose this theme because we want to encourage the children and to remind them how important it is to have a close relationship with Jesus. And as teachers, we're hoping to emulate that by being good role models. And with that in mind, we have some plans that we have this year that we'd like to we've been doing it for the last few years, but one of the things that we really want to do more of this year is having more children's church. And we're hoping to work with the community services to get involved more in the community. So we're looking forward to doing the story hour once a month. And of course, we have our regular March Break program coming up in March this year. And we have our first Children's Day, which will be on March 21st. We're really excited about that. On that day, we get the children to do the entire service. And some of the children are really excited about preaching. Some of them have already come to me and said, Sister Rochelle, when is the next Children's Day? Can I play the piano, or can I preach? Or I'd like to be a part of the praise team. So it's really exciting to see them being excited about wanting to minister for Jesus. And we're hoping to bring that into the community. And when we go to do the Children's Story Hour, we're hoping that the children will be excited about learning about Jesus and excited about visiting us right here at Central. And the other program that we have coming up in April is our Children's Spring Tea and Talent Show. And we really look forward to this, and the children really look forward to it, because that's a time when they get to portray their talents and the special skills that God has given them. So we have VBS in July, and then that will be our second Children's Day. And in August, we're hoping to have a children's fun day at the park with the children. It will be like a games and picnic. That would be a VBS follow-up activity. And in September, we have the Children's Preach Fest. We're really excited about that. Some of the children really like to speak, and because every year we try to choose different children to preach. So some of the children that preached before, they want to preach again, but then we try to give other children an opportunity. So when we do the Children's Preach Fest, it's an opportunity for the children that have preached before, or even ones that have never done it before that would like to do it. They get really excited about that. Right after that, we'll be having a children's social. That will be on September the 12th, which is a Saturday night. So we'll be doing the AY program, and then we'll be having a children's social where we play games, and it's also a fundraiser as well. And the end of the year, we have our end of year 13th Sabbath School graduation.
So we're all looking out for that.
Yes. So we're really looking forward to working with the community services to do the Children's Story Hour. We have never done that before. I think other leaders have done it before, but as a team, as the current team that we have right now, so this is something new that we'll be doing. So we're hoping to use some of our past VBS materials to bring that into the community. So that's really exciting, and we're really looking forward to. So we hope that the children, everything that we have planned for this year, it's to reach the children and to help them to grow closer to Jesus, and to help to reach some of the children in our communities as well. And to we want to really build a relationship with the families this year, the parents and as well, because we cannot, whatever plans we have, we cannot do it without the parents. So we need the parents on board. So we're just praying and trusting God that He would guide us in everything that we do, and at the end of the year that we all will be drawn closer to Him.
Wonderful. So I'm actually happy that one of the goals for your department this year is to actually reach children within the community. You know that is actually very important for us as a church. The more we engage the children within the community, the more we will see the parents and the adults and even other family members coming to church and even supporting our programs as well. So I'm very happy and excited for all the fun stuff that you'll be doing this year in the children's ministry. And once again, Sister Rochelle, thank you again for sitting and chatting with us and telling us more about your plans for this year.
You're welcome.